Hello again. This is Team 7 with their Unit 3 Horizon reports. I'm Michelle Corvin doing 2017 Library Edition.
And I am Deja Watkins, and I'm doing the 2017 Technology Outlook for Chinese Higher Education.
I'm Alberta Keener. I'm doing 2017 Technology Outlook for Chinese Higher Education as well.
This week I found it was a lot of information. I had to definitely focus on one thing because it was so much. And I focused on something that I'm kind of guilty of myself, and that is online identity. It talks all about our digital footprints. And I am so guilty of this. I can't tell you how many emails I've had over the years or how many accounts I've made using different emails, and I can't tell you what they are, if they're still out there, or what's going on with them. From the websites that people visit, to the discussions they participate in, to the purchases they make, every last thing you do is traceable. And it also contributes about who you are. And companies look for this. They look for your behavior, your viewpoints, your relationships, your hobbies, anything they can use to show a pattern. Because then they take all these patterns, they take all this data over time, and they start sending you things. They send you ads, and they send you things you might be interested in. So when you're on Facebook and you're freaking out because all of a sudden an ad pops up for something you just bought on Amazon, and I'm like, oh my Lord, how do they know? It also defines who you are. And all of this is creating your online identity. And that's their bigger thing. It's ever changing. It's ever expanding. It's huge. So because it's so big, institutions and libraries have started creating their own little departments of people who look into this. They actually teach about data and your digital footprints. And they've let us know there's two ways. There's two forms of it, actually. One is the passive footprint, and that's when you're like, you're just kind of browsing through things, and you don't really know it's collecting your data. You're just like looking up stuff, or you're browsing things, and you don't really know what's going on. And the other one is the active footprint, and that's when you have like LinkedIn, where you create an account, you're actually putting your information out there. Even Facebook, when you don't make things private. I know lots of people who got called into the office over that one.
Oh, most definitely. Yes, you have to be very careful.
Oh, yeah. Especially those young teachers that come in and they don't realize it, and all of a sudden they're asked to be seen in the office. So the companies are tailoring their content to things that you'll be interested in to kind of get you doing it more. Because of this, though, privacy has become a huge concern, and people are feeling uncomfortable because like every move they make is monitored. So the library are becoming key resources in helping students understand how to create and manage their online identities by making informed choices regarding their own online actions and awareness of privacy and sharing of personal information. They actually have classes now and things to guide you through how to do it the right way.
That's awesome. And actually, thinking about what you just said in your readings and comparing it to the Chinese reading, it's kind of like total opposite. Their mindset is very educationally driven. They're focused on things that are attainable within 1 year or less. They're very just specific to the point. And what I mean is, so for example, they are really focusing in on 9 key trends. And those key trends, they have short-term, mid-term, and long-term. So the short-term trends are increasing the usage of blending learning designs, the rise of now STEAM, before it was STEM, now it is STEAM, and then open educational resources. The midterm trends are redesigning learning spaces, cross-institution collaboration, and rethinking how institutions work. And then the long-term trends are advancing the culture of innovation, the rise of coding as literacy, and a shift into the deeper learning approaches. So overall, the goals with the Chinese higher education is they want to provoke a deeper learning, a higher order thinking. And by doing that, they feel like, the flipped classrooms, maker spaces, all these different things are going to push that. And what I found interesting was that with this reading compared to the other readings that I've done with the reports, they are very much about making sure that there is digital equity everywhere. So they want everyone to have access to technology, even in places that are very rural and don't have internet access and things of that nature. So I found that very interesting.
Right. And just to bounce off of what she said, it was we both had the same article, of course. So it's basically saying that China, being technology driven, they want to somehow incorporate educational settings to resemble real world work environments. Chinese institutions want to produce those, like she said, critical thinkers and those makers that could evolve in the economy. I took a lot of interest in the section that spoke on the rise of coding as the literacy and how the Chinese education has an increase in coding, which produces people such as game designers, internet developers, and software engineers. There was also a section called Flipped Classrooms, where the students took more responsibility for their learning, and the teacher takes more of the facilitator or a guide.
Yeah, so we've tried that here. It's not successful yet here because, it's getting the kids to do it.
Yes, right. Definitely.
Right.
Are we good?
Oh, I didn't know. Yes. Are you okay with that? Yeah. I didn't know if she had something more to add, so I didn't want
to. Right.
That was it.
It's interesting how to see. I mean, it sounds like between the Chinese and us, we're all doing kind of the same things. We're just going about it in the same different ways.
Yes, and it's in a different light. The light is shed just differently. So,
right.
It is. I love how hearing just even Alberta and I's different viewpoints on how we took it.
Yeah.
Is eye opening as well.
Yeah, I love flipped classroom. I love the idea of it. And I've tried it with like my K-level or my level 1 classes. And it gets a good review, but still not all kids are in. It's a definite huge shift. And flipped classrooms can only be successful if you have everybody involved.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're repeating yourself. The same thing that they were supposed to do on their own. You're having to say it all in the classroom and it's wasting time.
Yes.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, ladies, it was good talking to you, and I'll see you again soon.
All right. Sounds good.